This is an example of a technology reseller. So for the technology reseller, in order to sell more, they need to enable all of their online channels where they connect with the customers, so including their website, social media, mobile, all of these. So the way it works, once they have created the showcases using our control panel on Inxero.com, then they can plug that showcase into their website. So this is an example of a smart partner. This is a demo website where you can see like there are different layouts. So different ways the resellers can plug it into their website. They can also display the entire portfolio of solutions. So for a reseller, if they are working with multiple brands, so they can create the specific solution for that customer or for that brand, and then bring those here. Also, for each of these, there is a microsite that actually gets created on the fly, and that is very, very important for, let's say, if I'm a sales rep of the reseller. I can on the fly create a very specific microsite for one specific customer deal that I'm working on, and as a salesperson, I can create that. I don't need any technical help. I can create that on the fly. So a lot of these actually enables that the simplicity, doing that in less than 60 minutes, getting it up and running, and also incorporating that into blogs, so where you're doing a lot of these contents. You can really use a lot of the investment that these brands and the vendors kind of make into creating a lot of these videos and all that, and you can incorporate that into your blog and incorporate that into your solution selling. Now from the social media perspective, so once you have these showcases, for example, portfolio, now this is an example of like the Dell portfolio. So all the what is next, what the new products that are coming. If you also want to have that displayed on social media, for example, Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, you have this ability to kind of launch that instantly into these different platforms. It actually works very well across basically these different platforms. As well as if you are doing that on LinkedIn, you can have some of your content marketing and start to push on LinkedIn, and then you can drive the traffic back from LinkedIn to your website. So it really works kind of collectively very nicely. It helps the resellers. We have seen in one example where one of our customers, we did a case study, when they started using it, they were getting about 1,200 views a month. In about 10 months of using our system, they actually did some very good work on a lot of the content marketing, and they are up to now 17,000 views per month, and their leads have gone 500% increase in the leads. And if you calculate this in terms of the effectiveness, they would have spent about $17,000 on LinkedIn ads to drive that kind of traffic. And even if you drive the traffic, your website may still not be very engaging, so you may not be able to convert that traffic into lead. So it really solved that problem of how do you drive the traffic, how do you convert that traffic. And it also works across the entire sales process, like the pre-sales, what happens before the sales, what happens during the sales, what happens after the sales. And after the sales or during the sales, when you are basically in the field working with your customers, you can on the fly create the right kind of presentation on the fly. So all the content that in order for you to tell the story, you will be very effectively able to tell that story. And if you are in a meeting, you were maybe talking about storage, but your customer want to talk about networking or security. In old days, you would say, okay, I will get back with you, or let's reschedule for next week, and that's too slow. Your competition may get in there. With this one, you can instantly go, yeah, no problem, let's talk about security, and you pull up your security. So you can have, instantly you can tell the story, and that's actually very, very powerful.
And this content feeds automatically in from the vendor sites,
Yeah.
How does the content go from a Cisco or Dell site into this platform?
Yeah, so there's whole platform. That's where business live platform comes in. So we do get a lot of that aggregation and a lot of that basically behind the scene, the ingestion into our corpus of data. So that's where a lot of those things kind of come in. And that's where like the IBM, Watson, and some of those sophisticated technologies, cognitive computing, all those things kind of come into play.